long. With the lefties, he struggled with a little bit more.
No idea what was happening in that clip. I for sure thought it was going to be a Photoshop, but yeah, I need to get those glasses. Those would be awesome for the videos. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. As you guys can see, I am rocking a Mets jersey today because there's some crazy trade news that happened. Also, if we're talking about my team, the Cleveland Indians, Trevor Bauer did something that I've never seen before in my entire life. So make sure you guys watch all the way until the end. This one's going to be an awesome recap. If you guys are going to baseball games or concerts anytime soon, make sure that you guys use code Fuzzy on Seatgeek to save $20 off. And without further ado, let's start talking baseball. So because I am rocking the Mets jersey right now, we're going to go ahead and start off with the Marcus Stroman trade. So he was traded from the Toronto Blue Jays to the New York Mets, even though the Mets aren't really in the playoff race. I don't really know how to react, so we're going to go ahead and let my man Giraffnik Mark kind of just describe his feelings, because he's a Mets fan.
Bruh.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What is happening?
So thank you again to Mr. Mark, who has been in 2 videos now this week. If you have not subscribed to him, he is less than 400 subs away from 100K. He'll be live streaming today, so go give him all the support. Tell him that Fuzzy sent you. But yeah, what do you guys make of the Marcus Stroman trade? To me, I mean, it's kind of just, it's weird. I don't know who it benefits.
Conforto lifts one deep to left. Back goes Cabrera into the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Frazier grounds one down to Alonso. He handles it. He'll take it himself, and the ball game is over.
Now, one more trade that we have to talk about in regards to the Blue Jays is the fact that Eric Sogard has been traded to the Tampa Bay Rays, and that leaves space for Dante Bichette's son, Bo Bichette. My younger brother played against this guy. He says that he rakes. So yeah, Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Teoscar Hernandez, Lourdes Gurriel, Kevin Biggio. The Blue Jays are about to have a scary lineup if he can produce. Moving on over to the Philadelphia Phillies. This is the first time in almost 2 or 3 months where I've been actually impressed by the lineup that is the Phillies, because ever since Andrew McCutchen went down, they haven't been that great. But yesterday, JT Realmuto hit a grand slam, Bryce Harper hit a home run, and then Rhys Hoskins hit a home run. I can't remember the last time that they all went off in one game, but it was a beautiful thing to watch.
And he hits one out for the Phillies.
The payoff pitch, swing and a drive, deep left field, back goes Duvall, he looks up, it's gone, good.
3-game set.
There's a high fly ball to deep left field. Duvall going back to the wall. He jumps. It's gone.
The Yankees were finally able to beat the Red Sox. The Red Sox were kind of spanking them in the first couple games. I thought that Chris Sale was going to be able to complete the sweep, but unfortunately, I mean, I think his record's now 5-10 with a +4 ERA. Not the best 2019. I think that he's still really good, but yesterday, Domingo Germán and the Yankees bats, yeah, I think they did most of the carrying yesterday as they finally beat the Red Sox.
Oh my goodness. A big, loud swing by Austin Romine and a 2-0.
Something that Brian Cashman historically has really valued.
Into right and without a chance of staying in the ballpark. Didi Gregorius.
We're getting closer to the Trevor Bauer, I don't even know how to say this, maybe the Trevor Bauer brain fart or whatever he was doing. We're so close to that. We're going to go ahead and show some teams that were home run happy yesterday. The Marlins, they hit 3 ding-dongs, and then after that, the Minnesota Twins, they just continue to mash baseballs. They hit 4 yesterday, so 7 home runs total in these next 2 games. I mean, what is happening this year?
There's a ball hit high.
It's from Chafin. Oh, is hit well toward left center field. That one is into the elevation.
And the 2-0 pitch, a high fly ball, right center field and deep. Back it goes. And the 2-1 pitch, a fly ball.
To left field. Going back is Jay.
Nobody out.
As Kepler swings and hammers high and deep to center field, back goes Engel at the track near the wall, jumps up that ball.
Before we get into the Indians clip, I think it's only fair that we bring up the Cubs, you know, because the Indians and the Cubs, they played in 2016. 3-1, Fuzzy. Blew a lead. Remember that? Shut up. The Cubs and the Brewers faced off again yesterday, and we all know that this is a big-time series because the NL Central is going to be the tightest race in all of baseball going forward because the Cardinals, Brewers, and Cubs, they're all in it. Kyle Schwarber, I think he got the memo yesterday. He understands that this is a big-time series as he hits 2 home runs and has 7 RBIs in 1 single game. Attaboy Schwarber.
Schwarber! Grand slam!
1-2 by the slender right-hander. Schwarber hits a fly ball left center field. Long run, Braun out toward the alley. It's got a chance! Another home run for Schwarber. to left center. He has driven in 7 runs.
So the Indians and the Royals game yesterday was weird for all the right reasons. The Indians were ahead, and then we choked the lead because of Trevor Bauer errors and everything. It was just, honestly, it was just a bad game for the Indians towards the end of the game. We started off really well, we choked it away, but Trevor Bauer did something that I've never seen before, whether it's me playing Little League Baseball, high school baseball, or watching Major League Baseball. When Tito Francona went to go pull and yank Trevor Bauer from the game, he straight up chucked the baseball over the center field fence. He made about 3 people flinch because they all thought that he was going to throw the baseball at them, and then the Royals came back with the help of Jorge Soler and errors and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and roll all the highlights. Just sit back and enjoy, because this is baseball at its finest, kind of, at least in terms of entertainment. Yeah, enjoy.
He dumps one first. Back up the middle. That's a base hit.
Frustrating afternoon for Trevor Bauer, and his manager was fine until it upset him there at the mound. What he did before he came on is going, what the heck was that? And Bauer goes, my bad, Skip, I'm sorry. And he goes, go grab some pine.
Now, one thing I do want to say, guys, is yes, the Royals did win, and Trevor Bauer did not make the Indians look that great, but he did apologize. I think that Trevor Bauer gets a bad rep because he does go off on Twitter, and he likes his drones and everything like that, but I've met the guy, so 2 players that I've met that have gotten bad raps are Bryce Harper and Trevor Bauer. They're both really nice guys off the field. I think when they get onto the diamond, it's just something in their brain switches, and they become a completely different person. Trevor Bauer, I think he's a nice guy, and he proved this yesterday by apologizing.
Just wanted to say a couple things. First and foremost, I owe a sincere apology to all my teammates, my coaching staff. It was not directed at any of my teammates, even though I know that it came off that way. I'm an intense competitor, and that fire is what drives me. And today it completely consumed me, took over, and you know, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for how I behaved.
Alright, so now that we have the drama out the way, we're going to go ahead and talk about Steven Strasburg, because a couple weeks ago we talked about how he threw a really good game and then also went 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs and a home run. Well, he kind of did the same thing yesterday. He went 7 innings, only gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts, and then had an RBI. And then with the help of his buddy Anthony Rendon, there's no beating the Nationals if they get that done. Just roll it. This is great baseball.
Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a line drive. Base hit right field. Strasburg. Rendon to right, his 3rd hit of the day. 3rd RBI of the day, and the Nats lead 8-1. And after a delay by the right fielder Verdugo, Robles says, I'll just roll on home.
The Rays choked away a 9-1 lead a couple days ago against the Toronto Blue Jays, but guess who did the comeback yesterday? The Blue Jays actually lost the lead and choked against the Rays, so it was like the Rays choked and then the Blue Jays choked, so now they're even, so I'm wondering who's going to choke today. I don't know. Hopefully it's a better game.
1-2. Here's Willie Adames. Here's a drive. Left center field and deep. Gurriel to the track. To the wall. We are tied. 1 out.
And a ground ball chopped towards second. Biggio's going to have to go to first. The go-ahead run will score.
The Houston Astros are firing on all cylinders right now. I think they had 2 or 3 home runs yesterday. I am so afraid of the Astros considering they have Garrett Cole, Wade Miley threw a really good game, Justin Verlander started the All-Star game. I mean, who's beating the Astros in the American League? Maybe aside from the Yankees or the Red Sox or, I don't know, the Indians or... I don't know. Who's beating the Astros? Guys, what we're going to do right now is we're going to show a few walk-offs. So there was 3 yesterday. We have the Angels, we have the Mariners, and then who was the final team? Let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. The Athletics. There you go. I almost had to look at my script. Nope. I remember things. If you guys do not have a beverage in hand or your popcorn ready, make sure you guys go get that. Pause the video, go get it, because walk-offs are always a lot of fun. So 3, 2, just roll it. What is that? What are my fingers doing?
Payoff pitch. Nice. Guys went out toward right center field. Wilkerson moving back at the track, at the wall. Gone! Drive home safely!
In the center field, they got a late start. Dylan Moore flying. He's coming around. Here's a throw to the plate. Not in time. J.P. Crawford walks him off. And the Mariners sweep the Tigers. They do it in 10 at 3-2 and finish.
And he walked him, and that's the ball game. The A's score 2 in the bottom of the 9th, and they come back to defeat the Texas Rangers by a final score of 6-5. And
I hope that you guys did enjoy the walk-offs, because that pretty much wraps it up for today's MLB recap. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off tickets, and also subscribe to my man Giraffe Neck Mark. Link will be in the description down below. He's so close to 100K. The last 2 games that we have left to recap are the Reds game, and then we also have the Giants game, as they barely squeaked past the Padres for a W. So again, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and enjoy the highlights.
2 in on the hands, and this will fall and score a run, and they'll get nobody out. 1-2. And base hit. They're going to wave around Scooter. He comes to the plate. Barnhart delivers.
3 Padres. Dickerson bounces it to the right side and past the diving.
Zach Green leads it off. Shift in play and diving is Tatis, up and throwing to get him in time.
Alvin Solano will come up. Bloop into shallow right center. That's falling and in there. Yastrzemski had to wait up. Now he's going to be waved. Here comes an airmail thrown to the middle of the